internet friends, I am out of captivity. It is day number 4 out of captivity and I couldn't be happier, I'm not gonna lie. It was hard. I think I said that in the last video. It was really hard because I'm used to living on my own for a start. Then I've moved in with my dad and my stepmom and I'm not used to seeing them for more than a couple of hours at a time. So yeah, it was interesting, shall we say. I've just come to my mum's because I just need a change of scenery basically. Matthew's in Malta. I was meant to go and I think a lot of people feel like this, but I just didn't feel ready for the world as such. Like, I want to go to Malta. It's not that I don't want to go. I will go one day, but I just don't like the world. So I was just like, it's not for me, this. I'm not going to be comfortable. I just don't like it yet. But hopefully within more months to come, everything will go a bit more back to normal. So yeah, I'm in my old bedroom. There is the majority of my contents of my wardrobe. So this old bedroom's come in handy. Thankfully they got rid of my bed and that. There's a little sofa bed thing which is made up as a sofa right now. There's me little board out my kitchen with all my pictures on, and there's 2 big pictures because they wouldn't fit in a box. So yeah, there is all the contents of my wardrobe that I didn't take to my dad's. So yeah, life's gonna get better, fingers crossed soon. Look how nice that cabinet is, by the way. My mum had that made at work. It's so nice. Just thought I'd show you that. This is my mum and the dog's room. So if my mum wants to come dine with me, she'll come and sit on the sofa with the dog and watch that whilst my stepdad watches some scary film or something that my mum won't watch with him. I want to put you down somewhere so I can like just chat, because I'm going to make everyone feel seasick, aren't I? Where could I put you? That's going to have to do. Pardon the junk. I'm actually sat, this is a weighted hula hoop. So that's good, isn't it? What did I want to talk to you about? Oh, coronavirus. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. So I was living in the house with coronavirus, right? Living in captivity along with coronavirus. My stepmom, I've got hiccups, like hiccupy burp thing, sorry about that. My stepmom picked up coronavirus from somewhere. They just got back from a cruise. What day did they get back from the cruise? Saturday. And then she did a test on the Sunday because she was feeling a little bit different, and the test come back negative. I went to work on the Monday. They were off on the Monday still. And then I got a phone call from my dad ringing work to say, can you get Amy to ring as soon as possible? So I rang and my dad was like, she was just another test. It's positive, so I had to leave work immediately and go into captivity. So me and my dad did tests as well. My dad was negative, I was negative, but my stepmom was obviously positive. And we wasn't like distancing, my stepmom wasn't like locked in a bedroom. We were just living like normal, like she was sat in the living room with us, my dad was sleeping in the same bed, like she was coughing, spluttering all over the place, and we were like, we're gonna catch it. Anyway, we wasn't like sanitising that much. I know you should, but we wasn't sanitising that much. We wasn't like wiping everywhere down if you touched it. We were just like, we're just gonna live as normal, it is what it is. My dad was like, I've got to sleep in the same bed as her, I've got nowhere else to sleep because I'm there, because otherwise he'd have slept in my bed. So we just got on with it. Halfway through isolation, my dad did a test and it was negative, which we were like, whoa, we both felt fine. And then on the last day of captivity, we all did a test and my stepmom's even said negative. We were negative. How did we live with coronavirus that closely and not catch it? So me and my dad started thinking of like theories. Is it the vaccination? Because my stepmom's had 2 vaccinations, my dad had 2 vaccinations, I'd had 1 vaccination. And is it the vaccination? Does the vaccination not make you contagious? That's what we were thinking. And then I was also thinking, is it you either get it or you don't? So even if you had no vaccinations, you are either likely to catch coronavirus or you're not. That's it. Which I think is more true. That sounds awful, doesn't it? 'Cause they've spent millions and millions of pounds on like this vaccine. But I don't know, somewhere in me I'm like, is it you just catch it or you don't? Because we were thinking, you know, when you had your vaccination, my dad was fine after his vaccination, I was fine after my vaccination, but my stepmom was really poorly after her vaccination. So when they inject you, if you're ill after your vaccination, you're more likely to catch coronavirus. And if you didn't react to the vaccination, does that mean you're pretty immune to it? So me and my dad have been turning into little scientists, doing little science experiment, trying to figure it all out. But obviously I don't know, I'm just chatting rubbish here, aren't I? But just like, it's just so interesting. Like, we'll never know the answer, will we? Let's be honest. But it's just so interesting. I went for my 2nd vaccination yesterday morning, actually. I was meant to have it on the day Matt gets back from Malta. And I thought, I'm going to be fed up. My arm will be aching. I don't want to do that on the day he gets back, so I want to go and see them. So I decided to go for a walk-in one. And I got there and there's a couple of people like lingering, and I thought, oh, here we go. So I went over and it was like a chain across. So I said to this woman, oh, do we have to wait? And she was like, well, she said I didn't have to wait last time I come. And I was like, no, I didn't either. But and then a woman who was having a breakfast on like a balcony, it's at a hotel by the way, was like, they've gone for the break until 11. It was like 25 to 11. So I was like, for God's sake. So I sat on the back of my boot and just waited patiently. And when I finally went in, like it was fine to walk in, they were like, just tell them you were walking at the desk, because I obviously didn't have a booking reference, which would have made life a lot easier in this situation. So I went over to the desk and he was like, are you walking today or have you got a booking reference? And I was like, oh, I'm a walking today. So he was like, what's your name? I was like, Amy Wilkinson. And then he said, what's your date of birth? 22nd of the 2nd, 1991. And then he said, what's your address? So I was like, it could be this, my old address. And then I was like, oh, hang on a minute, will it be the same as my doctor's? And he was like, yeah. So I give him that address, which is actually my nan's. So when I actually move into my new house, I'm going to have to book into a new doctor's, because that's just not going to work, is it? So I told him my nan's address, and he was like, no. And I was like, well, if it's the same as my doctor's, it's that address. Like, didn't know what he wanted me to say. And he was like, it's not that. And I was like, what do we do here then? And then I was like, well, because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, well, there is 2 Amy Wilkinsons in my doctor's. Is that going to confuse things? I don't know. Surely she doesn't have the same date of birth as me. But when I've been for a prescription from the doctors, they've given me Amy Wilkinson's that isn't me. It had a different address on, so I'd say that's not me. So yeah, there's an Amy Wilkinson that's exactly the same age as me, obviously different birthday. And he was like, no. So I was like, is he going to turn me away because my address doesn't match? And I was just like, what is going on? So he shouted his colleague over, and he was like, blah, 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 I've took the details, it says this address, but that's miles away. And I was like, what? And then the guy that come over was like, what's your name? And I was like, Amy Wilkinson. And then I'm guessing the guy typed my name in wrong, like put Amy Wilson or something like that. So he starts laughing. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry, that was me. And I was like, ha, I'm that person though that makes a scene. Like, there was about 6 people in the waiting room, and there's desk way check-ins like just there and there, just there. And he's like, oh, it come up as you were from Sussex. And I thought, that's a long way to come. So I'm like, ha, Sussex, because I'm overly friendly and just over everything. I just want the ground to open up and eat me because I'm just so over the top. So yeah, he must have spelt my name wrong. So that was what the fuck just happened moment. You know, I think I've mentioned that I have many of them moments in my life. So that was fun. But yeah, I had my vaccination. It didn't hurt. My first vaccination really hurt. It like really stung and scratched when it went in. But this one, I felt it, but it didn't hurt. And it's not bruised. Whereas the first one, I had a big bruise on my arm. But this one's not bruised. It just feels dead. Like Mike Tyson's walloped me in the arm. But it doesn't feel any different. Like I feel fine. I was a bit tired yesterday, but I might have just have been tired yesterday, or it could have been the vaccine, I'm not sure. But yeah, I feel loads better that I've had double vaccinations now, just because it's out the way. You know, you have like apprehensive feelings as it's like, oh god, it's coming. So I was glad that I just woke up and was like, I'm going for a vaccination, because there's a walk in here, just got it done. So yeah, really happy about that. I feel like I had something else to tell you. Maybe not. I think my mum's going to my nan's. Oh, by the way, my mum and Dave aren't actually in right now. They have been on holiday in a little lodge for 2 nights, and they take the dog away. The dog's had 2 holidays this year, which is really cute. So yeah, they've been to a little lodge and they're just coming back. They only went for 2 nights. And I think me mum is going to go to my nan and granddad's. There's a big moth on the window. It's on the outside. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with her because I've not got much else to do. I need to edit this video, which shouldn't take too long actually. Oh, that's another thing. I've actually got some little clips to insert from my insanity of captivity. So I'll insert them now. They are just really random, so enjoy them. Talking about me. So yes, I am in my pyjamas and sunglasses and rain jacket and Wellington boots. This is what isolation does to you, or captivity as I've now called it. Does anyone want to hold the camera while I tell the folks about me? I thought I've got to document this. Corona cat. Can you see it? So my jacket, Sports Direct. What's the name? How are we saying this brand? Gillette. It was $32.99. Apparently waterproof, but I will report back and tell you. It's got a lovely hood with a lovely peak. This is my escape look, and I've got my Dunlop Wellingtons, which were $11.99, also from Sports Direct. So when I'm free, which is in how many days? 1 day left of lockdown, isolation, captivity, I will be out in all weather because I can't do this. Hello again. It's actually the next day from the wellies and the raincoat, but I've had another delivery and people are going to laugh at me. But when I'm out in my raincoat and my wellies, I don't want a bag. So I've ordered myself this bum bag. I do have bum bags, but this one's a bigger bum bag. And it's a Hunter one. And it was only like $14.99. But I think it was only $14.99 because it's a minging colour situation. Like the nicer colours were a bit more expensive. Sorry about all the music in the background. My dad thinks he's having a party. I'm going now, bye. Wait for it. Wait for it. What was all that about? So that is the end of my video. I don't think I've got many other updates to update you on. I shall definitely be doing another video. There's a man looking at me over there. Hello. Out his window. He looks like Santa. So yeah, I'll update you if I have any updates, especially house updates. Come on everybody, put it out into the universe that I will get some super good news next week from the house gods. Fingers crossed. So yeah, oh look at these. Vicky, if you're watching, because I know you watch, look how cute these are. Actually, I'll just leave them on the windowsill. Can you see? The little like tea light holders. My mum has them out all year just on the windowsill. I don't know where they're from. No, I don't know where they're from. But aren't they dead cute? Little touch of Halloween there. Better put them back. I need to put them back correctly because she'll know I've been messing. Right, I think I'll get away with that. Potentially. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and thank you to the couple of new subscribers that I've had in the last week or so. It's very nice of you, and I'd like to see you stick around because all the support is very much appreciated here. So yeah, I shall see you soon. Bye!